Hi chat. Welcome in everyone. Happy Sunday to you. What's new? What's happening? Why isn't this getting all in the... There we go. We got some cans, chat. It's can night. Welcome in, Will. Happy to see you, QSC. Hi, JK. Welcome in, Kip. Happy to see all of you. Why aren't you on? We'll get into voting here in a moment. Give everyone a chance to get into chat. Yeah. What you looking at, chat? Welcome in, Michael. Well, it does have a slice of pickle, like an actual quarter or fifth of a pickle. I don't know how they slice them for the jarred ones. And sport peppers. And onions. But thank you for joining me on this wonderful adventure. So what are we going to have for dinner tonight, chat? I didn't cheers, chat. Thank you for joining me tonight. Cheers. All right. First round of cans. So we have 5 cans. I guess we should swap 2 and 3 here so it's in proper order. These ones are all relatively the same. This one doesn't have a pop top. This one doesn't have a pop top. No pop top. No pop top. No pop tops here. Honestly, Michael, out of the trays, this one would be pretty easy to do that with. There's definitely some curveballs here, Michael. Don't, like... we did pineapple last time. You guys chose pineapple last time. Why is my wallet in my pocket? Hi, chat. You don't need to see my wallet. I don't need to be walking around with my wallet in my pocket while I'm cooking. Which is really a pain if you cook in restaurants, by the way, chat. Have you ever considered, like... I don't want anything in my pockets when I'm working in the kitchen at home. And when I'm working, my pockets are constantly full of crap. Because I ain't leaving my wallet, my car keys, or house key, or whatever key there for everyone else to grab in the employee area. Hi, Nan Reader. I just saw that. We'll make the next one 5 minutes. I started off with a 10-minute one to get things started here. Once we pick this first one too, I'll let you know which one's lost. I have the cheat sheet over here. All of these, yeah, actually all of these have had their labels removed. And so there's no markings on them other than the number that I drew on each of them. At some point, some charity is going to have Royal Fun figuring out the leftovers of what I hand to them. Oh, it's really only between 3 and 4 now. Trying to remember what those are. I'm pretty sure I know what 2 is. But maybe it's 3 that I know what... Now I'm not sure if it's 2 or 3. So how was everyone's Sunday? Yeah, it was 80 today or something, around 80 today. It was toasty, yeah. Definitely a seek the shade situation. Sort of sad I don't have my... Today would be a perfect day for the hammock. Rip the hammock. Rip both of the trees that the hammock used to be tied to. And not because of my hammock. Like... Yeah, I was saying that last week or the week before, like, we've had a couple of decent days. Yesterday was pretty good. Yesterday was nice. But, San Francisco Bay Area, I know I say we're not in the Bay Area, but we should have relatively the same temperatures. It should be, like, foggy in the 70s. What's the name of the fog in is it Carl? I forget what they named the fog in San Francisco. It actually has a name on social media. But we went straight from, like, 50s, 60s to, oh, hey, it's 80, 90 degrees out. I don't know if it's coming across on microphone at all, but my AC is running today, just like yesterday. I just kept it going. And with as warm as it was outside, I'm glad I did. Otherwise, I would be sweating more than I am right now. We haven't had our... There's usually one day in May that sort of like shocks everyone, sort of starting to warm up, gets nice. They figure we're well past rainy season, and then we get a shower at some point, and we haven't had that this year. So we have our first winner with can number 3. Yes, I'm saving the numbers now, chat. Let's go ahead and put this one back. All the way back there. Oh, I went and put them all away. I didn't tell you what lost. I gotta tell you what loses. You'll be fine there. Okay. Let's see. Number 5. Baby corn. Asparagus spears. Potatoes in water, like sliced potatoes. And corn. Those were your losers in the first round. Alright, so before we get into voting on this one, we have a pop top on 2, and 4 and 5. So 3 and 1 do not have pop tops on them. We're going to do 5 minutes on this one instead of 10. We have fans of 4 right off of the bat. Ooh, it's sort of spread all over the place now. We haven't had a tie, I don't think. What happens if we have a tie, chat? Does it just automatically pick one? Maybe we'll do a quick vote for it, like a 1-minute vote. So you gotta be on the game if you want to have a say in the winning one if we get a tie. I don't live in Florida, Michael. Ooh, now we got, really? You're gonna vote for all of them? I'm waiting for the divisions in chat as this goes along, where, see if we get any, can clicks going on. Yeah, with the magical rate pen. There has to be an OBS plugin for that. There has to be like a just draw on your OBS screen plugin. Well, it seems like 4 is running away with it. Now we got a tie now. It's between 4 and 5. Last minute of the vote. We got pop tops on both of these. I think we need to have a... If I can get my mouse back to the bottom screen. One minute poll. Sorry. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Number 4 is number 1. Number 5 is number 2. Uh-oh. Maybe we should redo this fair since it's just a minute, and we'll do 4 and 5. I think we're going to do that. Okay, so the last vote didn't count. We're going between 4 and 5 here now. 1 minute vote, it's up. Everyone for 5. Ooh, now they're 4's making a comeback. Five with the comeback. Well, we'll leave that one for the last one here. We have number 3 was chickpeas. Artichoke hearts. And no markings at all. Awesome. I don't know what that is, chat. And the big contender that lost out here was Campbell's tomato. I said after the mystery vote, I bought 2 cans, figuring I could just use one somewhere else or put it into this. I put it in here. So let's see here. Let's show off which of these have. This one has a pull tab on it. None of the rest do. Let me set up the vote here. pull is up. Some other things of note here. 5 is a bit bigger than all the rest of them. And other than whatever specific alloy they're using, you notice I don't know the difference if the golden color is a giveaway as to what it is or not versus just the straight silver. Yeah, no love for 2. Sorry, Terminator. Welcome in, by the way. It's looking like one has run away with it. There's maybe a couple contenders, but they need some help. We're doing 3 minutes for the next one. These are taking too long. We got 2 more rounds to go after this. And the last 2 really, could really steer things here. Hi, Jazzy. No, I haven't. I have friends that have been on them. I don't really have a desire to do... After being in kitchens, I'm not a fan of... Yes, now. I try to not rush myself whatsoever. I love challenges like this, where it's something to figure out. It's not just some, you gotta do it quick. You know, like, which really only matters in this world for two things. One, getting it done because you would rather do other things. And two, because business wants you to be faster. I do like a lot of the competitions, they're just not my thing at the same time. Like, I was actually just saying, I just had one of the kids, like, kids, we're not kids anymore. One of the people I went to college with was just on Discovery, on a competition. And what do we have as winner? Number 1 can. So, number 16, apple pie filling. Mandarin oranges. Cranberry sauce. Sliced pears. What did you pick for me, chat? Jellied cranberry, if I remember correctly. This is the one that could really throw it off and throw things in completely different directions here. Let's see, which do these have tabs? Number 5 has a tab. Number 3 has a tab. Number 2 has a tab. Number 1 has a tab, but none on number 4. So number 4 is the only one without a pull tab on this one. Big push for 2. We got number 1, 3, and 4 with 1 vote. Everyone else going for 2. That would be a decent one to throw in here. Can't remember if it's 2 or 5 now, or maybe it's 3. They're all. To be honest, I haven't tried it in ages, if ever. Like, I don't think It's something my mom would have bought for any of the dishes that she used to make, and I can't think of any time that I have bought it. Ooh, 4 has made a strong return, taking the lead away from 2. For those that wanted a pop top, 4 was the one without one. So it's 2 with a pop top or 4 without one right now. There are not, well, I used to sell stock, Trap, so I am not a big fan of really any of the boxed stocks. And as you notice here, I either make my own or I use consomme or some sort of... 4 with the win. Nacho cheese. Cream of chicken. Beef gravy. Pieces and stems mushrooms. So those were the ones that you didn't pick for me today. And finally, for the finale, come here, camera. Get back over here, camera. Over here, camera. There we go. No pop tops on 3 or 5. There is one on 4. And the poll is up, and we have immediate votes for 1, 2, and 3. 3 starting off with a bit of a lead. Yeah, last time was pretty bad, chat. I'm not doing that luncheon meat again, ever. I'll give you a hint, chat. All of these are meat related. Maybe. Who's to say one of those isn't a can of salmon? I've said some other ones in the past, so, I mean, you can guess it's some of the other ones that might be there. It looks like a pretty even vote right now. Like, it looks like it looks like chat doesn't like 2 and 5 is what it is. I have no idea what I'm making, chat. And one gets the win. Well, let's see. 2 was spam. Yeah, let's give it a moment for the ads, chat. I can't... Yeah, let's do the reveal. Let's... Apologize. I should have probably delayed the ads. I wasn't paying attention to them. Hey, John Ray. We just wrapped up our last round of voting. And chat has chosen these cans for my dinner tonight. And I was just about to reveal the last losers here, and we had the ads go off, and I want to allow everyone to hear what lost out. What may or may not be here for the next vote. I'm thinking we might not have spam next time, chat. I mean, this is 2 votes now where chat just immediately went for the spam product. Maybe, well, someone mentioned packets, and that's actually been eating at me. Like, there are all sorts of Sunkiss or Seacast or I don't know which. But with the foil packs, and it's not all tuna. Like, they have, like, I showed it on stream the other night. They have, like, Sloppy Joe versions and other stuff. Also, if you have any weird or odd ones you think I should try, put them in the Discord. But with a link where to get them from. Because, like, I've already scoured the local stores a little bit. Let chat see what they chose a little bit easier here. Oh, I didn't keep these with the right. This was let's keep the number 1 with this. Why are you not following me anymore, camera? No. I was waiting until the ads are over. Awesome. So our losers. Our first loser here in the meat section was Spam. Original OG Spam. Number 3 was Chili. Number 4 was Manwich, for those that were interested in that one. Corned beef hash. Those are your losers. Thank you for the resub, Nan Reader. Greatly appreciate that. Okay, so what am I working with tonight? Green enchilada sauce. Oregon cherries. Hearts of palm. Sliced carrots. Korean barbecue Spam. Michael. Alright, so I guess we're doing dessert. Because that ain't... Yeah. I can't think of... Well... that was not good. I don't like the smell of that pickling liquid, or that canning liquid. Now it's all over my cutting board. Let's open everything up here so chat can see everything here. Hi, Cosmic. Hi, Fluffy. It's orange. Decent dad joke. The Galloping Gourmet. I guess if you grew up in the 90s or the noughties, you may have not known the wonderful thing that Graham Kerr was. I wasn't a big fan of Graham Kerr. He's very... Oh... He is like if you took Piers Morgan and turned him into a chef. Michael. So yeah. The one thing that's really throwing me a curveball here is the Hearts of Palm. Because this is easy, no problem. We'll do a crumble. We'll throw a little thickening in with that canned juice. These are easily fried rice, which is what I'm thinking right now. Except I can maybe do that and that. Well, I have fresh carrot too. We'll use these. I guess we'll do a salad with some of the corn, or some of the carrots and the Hearts of Palm. I have some romaine. And then we'll do essentially fried rice with these. These are canned cherries for those just tuning in. We have canned cherries, Hearts of Palm, canned carrots, enchilada green chili sauce, and Korean barbecue. So let's get cooking. I don't have any onion. Ah. I do. just use water. I was thinking of maybe doing stock with the rice, but we already got a ton of other flavors here. And it's not like chicken complements Korean barbecue. It's probably okay with it, but it's not like it's improving the situation. So why use the money on that? I'm sure I could ask Claude or Gemini or one of them which one to do too. I'm doing this off my mind. Alexa, what can I make with cherries, hearts of palm, green enchilada sauce, Korean barbecue spam, and canned carrots? Did that get anyone? I am going to drain the carrots and the hearts of palm. Now let's go back in the can. Yeah, I gotta change my fire alarm or my smoke alarm batteries this month. When do you change your batteries, chat? Do you use birthday? Do you use... I gotta go get my immunizations too. So we're starting off with doing... I've got some water heating up back here on the stove. I'm going to be making some rice with that. I have then again do I make enchiladas, chat? I'm torn on what to make now. Because we can maybe throw those in there for this would add some interesting crunch. Maybe I should just do that. It's been a minute since I've had hearts of palm. Let's give this a shot, see what this is like. Saltier than I remember it. That was rather salty, actually. I have those and I have some of that. That wouldn't... Yeah. Don't have any green olives, which is really what I would sort of want for that. Well, now that I did that, I don't want to do the enchiladas. Like, on one hand, I think they could actually be pulled off as enchiladas than with the meat. I think we're going to go with the salad. The original plan with these. Maybe we'll toss a little bit in with the rice, just because I already chopped it up in the wrong direction to use it up. But we're still going to go with the rice here, I think. So starting our prep here, we got our onions and that done. We got that going. Hint, more salad coming up in the future. I would love if it would rain. It would be so nice. Stuff outside would love it too. It needs it so bad. Hope none of you are having bad weather. Like, wow. Some major storms last night. Of course, that seems to be like, at least once a week we're hearing about tornado this, hail that. I don't know the whole story, what the story is, but there was all sorts of political stories about whether people got warnings or not, and I couldn't tell if any of them were true or not, so I didn't repost any of them. I read one article that was saying that because of cutbacks, there was no one in the office in Kentucky. And then at the same time, I read other articles that said they put out the warnings. So we got our lettuce set up ahead of time here. And I'm going to give these a quick clean up here just to so that they're not taking up space. We'll do rounds for with the salad. I'm still like, I sort of want to just throw them with some olive oil and some olives. They certainly had that smell and that vibe. Dislike using my knife for moving things around, but I'll break the rule tonight. The self rule. No, it doesn't have near the crunch that the water chestnut does. They have a somewhat savory flavor, like the olive oil, oregano area type savory to me. Do great in cold antipasto like salads. That's why I'm saying, like, I've got all the salad to use up, which is sort of why I threw it with this. I'm really wanting to just mix it with some olive oil, herbs, and black olives. Well, that's not going to be enough for this. Trying to cut myself with my meat bandsaw. Chat, you all have hacksaws for cooking, right? That are just used with meat. Just me? Not a big fan of these black olives. I bought a pack of them, and like, I know people don't like you putting fingers in brined or pickled items because of ruins the texture. These don't have the texture to begin with. They're all soft. Well, if these are the only type of black olives you've had, I can understand you not loving them. These things are just... Like, I got... when I was at the warehouse store the other day, was that yesterday, the day before? They handed me a giant queen green olive in the store. It was one of the things they were passing out. And that thing was like meaty. Like, it was chunky. It had a bite to it. Like, it was bigger than most green olives that I've ever bought in my life, but it had texture. These are just mush. Comparatively. It's a little small for this project. That might be a bit big. You're just right. Even though I've mostly bought you to strain stock. We're going to take our cherries and get started on them. Let's see how tart these are. Those got some pucker power. Ooh, especially in the aftertaste. Wow. Those be tart. Actually, we'll go with. Hey, Chicken Song. Sugar. Those need it. No, I dropped my sugar down in liquid. Are bugles still a thing? I believe so. I think they used to... Weren't they just on the ingredient challenge list? Oh, combos are disgusting. I have never liked combos. I like peanut butter too. I do not like combos. I like peanut butter and pretzels. I do not like combos. Actually, no, we'll throw that, like I said before, we'll throw that with the rice. Take rice off of the stove. Move that over here. Turn heat on our cherries. Heat on this pan down here. Cooking oil and big pot. I sort of put pizza pockets and combos in the same category. Same thing with Tostinos. All three of those. Whether it's Hot Pockets, whether it's Tostinos or combos, it's like, no thank you. Totino's pizza rolls are just a smaller version of Hot Pockets. It's either molten lava hot or it's frozen. I'll take pot stickers over Hot Pockets, pizza rolls, Totinas, any day. I'll take Stouffer's mac and cheese over that, and I typically just make 3-ingredient mac at home. This smells interesting. Not bad, just interesting. Even with the scallops on the knife, it'd be sticking. Chat, what's everyone's favorite frozen lasagna? We have a local one here that's not bad, but it's rather hit and miss too. Stouffer's is the only other one that I think of. And Stouffer's, I have sort of the same issue as I do with the Hot Pockets with it. It tends to either essentially almost burn in the microwave, or it's been ages since I've bought, like, I just don't see the value in buying frozen pasta, whether it's mac and cheese or not. That said, Stouffer's is on my list of things that I would probably pick up. Stouffer's pasta is way too thick in the lasagna too. I'll give them that too. Also, well, their pasta is way too thick, and the ricotta is like a thick sponge through the thing. It's like can't be as even as it is. It's like its machine made this perfect thin layer of ricotta. Okay, our cherries, I almost called them tomatoes, have come up to a boil. Let's make ourselves a starch cup and thicken those up a bit. Speaking of lasagna, those onions smell so good tonight. I'm not sure what's making them so aromatic. Ooblik. Heat off on the cherries. Now we need stuff for our topping. Ooh. Okay. Dark chocolate cherry crumble, chat. Almonds. Flour. Sugar. Very interesting smell of the house right now between the processed meat smell next to me, the onions, and the hearts of palm. All the brininess going on. I guess the olives and all that too. Trying to completely coat those chunks of butter and maybe squish them up a little bit with some of that. I've been having issues with leaving too much flour the last couple of times I've done a crumble that weren't mixed in well enough. So I'm hoping to avoid that one tonight. I think you're more this size. I'm doing a little more starch in here. And that won't thicken until it completely boils, but it'll boil in the oven. Or at least that is the plan if I ever turn the oven on. So that's going to thicken up a little bit more when it bakes. And pull that off to the side for a moment since oven has to preheat. And I don't want to throw this on top until it's ready to go in the oven. Turn my attention back to the onions over here. Just going in with the carrot slices as is, not cutting them down at all. I'm giving these a second thought after I throw them with the olives. I'm going to slice these up. We'll add a little bit of chopped hearts of palm in here. Salt. Almost out of salt, chap. I am in desperate need of more standard salt. We have our cooked plain rice. Actually, we're probably going to want to mix this in a bigger bowl than that. Pucko rice. Well, taco rice is better than what I worried captions was going to say that was. See what this Korean barbecue spam tastes like. It's got a little bit of linger heat that's going to build up that I can taste. It's not very spicy right off. It mostly tastes like seared pork. You know, I was thinking I was going to do that separately, but I think I'm just going to sear it over here. I'm going to add the enchilada sauce in with our veggies now to warm it up. I'm relying on that for a lot of my seasoning and flavor. I'm going to try it with the rice after I've heated it through. Alright, heat off on that now. I've got this pan over here heating up separately. I'm going to throw a bit of oil in here. We get all this nicely warmed up. This is going to get tossed with the rice now. So what we got is our canned carrots, our canned green enchilada sauce, a little bit of the hearts of palm, but mostly just because I decided to go in a different path with those. We'll let the Spam get nice and crispy there. I think I actually prefer the Korean barbecue Spam. I think we got some nice color on those. We'll let those sit with that in the pan, turn the flame off of that, and just let the pan continue a little bit more with those. That's our oven to temp. So let's get our cherry cobbler or crumble going here. I want to try and get most of the chocolate protected down below. And then I mean, some of it's going to be revealed. You want to be visible a little bit, but and our crumble is ready for the oven. Now we need something for our dressing. Sour cream. Welcome in. What are you doing? No to the mustard. What am I making today? The name of the game tonight is chat at the beginning of the stream chose 5 different cans out of 25. And so I'm having to make dinner tonight using Korean barbecue Spam, canned carrots, canned hearts of palm, canned green enchilada sauce. What was the last one, Chet? Oh, the cherries. We're doing a cherry crumble. Yeah, no challenge otherwise. I mean, I have fun making dinner here 4 nights a week, but you gotta do some things to change things up. Just a hint of cayenne to go along with the ginger that I'm looking for. Coriander. Garlic. Pepper. Thank you for the follow. Smoked salt, because why not? Even if it turns it all gray and dark. I don't want to do cilantro. Freeze-dried dill. I did lemon juice already, but I'm going to do some of this citrus champagne vinegar in here too. That was maybe too much. Oh well. It's just something interesting to taste on lettuce. Chat's like, that's ranch. That is not ranch. No, I don't really have a good setup for grilling. I sort of wish I did. We got all sorts of cameras here, but nothing really outside. I can set it up so I can follow around with my own my phone too, but I don't really do that because it's sort of a pain. So, main dinner dish of the night. We've got our onion enchilada rice with the carrots. Really? I thought I had... well, let's see if this fresh stuff isn't usable anymore. Ah, we got some fresh stuff. Nice. Even though I've torn most of the good leaves off of it already. What else can I do for this salad? What else can I throw in there that I've got laying around here? We can do some dried stuff in there. Can add some of the Faco Bacos. That was the last of the... sunflower seeds. Yeah, I put it back, okay. And then these all get mixed in together. Unfortunately, we still got some time on our crumble. So I think I'm going to take a little bit of an AFK here as a break in between these, before we wrap everything up and give you the final photos and all of this. Photos will be in the Discord, by the way. Yeah, chat. I actually sort of like Korean barbecue spam better than regular spam. It's nicely seasoned. Like, it's got some heat that will build if you eat a bunch of it. or would play well with other stuff. I don't know what necessarily makes it so Korean barbecue-ish. None of the flavor is really... It's sort of like Spam, but you had caramelized it or seared it in a pan already before I had done that, and then added a little heat to it. But I'm going to take a couple minutes here, and I will be back here. Let's give it 10 minutes. We'll be back here in 10 minutes.
No, Jane and Ann aren't the Crest testers here. Their daddy is. You see, Crest also showed it worked for older people like the Allbrands before it became recognized effective against cavities. Jim, when were you in this toothpaste test?
Back in college.
Let's show the story filmed at a recent reunion. Well, Jim, how did you become part of this toothpaste test?
The dentists at Indiana University asked us to.
Did many others join you in the test?
Quite a few. 246, as a matter of fact.
Did every one of you use Crest in this test?
We use Crest. Their side, regular toothpaste.
Do anything special?
No, everyone brushed as usual for 2 years.
But your group had
34% fewer cavities with Crest.
You know what's happened since these tests, Mrs. Allbrand?
Well, a lot of us use Crest.
And Crest has become the only toothpaste recognized effective against cavities by the American Dental Association. Their Council on Dental Therapeutics reports Crest has been shown to be an effective decay-preventive dentifrice that can be of significant value when used in a conscientiously applied program of oral hygiene and regular professional care. What's your program, Mrs. Allbrand?
Wash between meal treats, brush often, and have regular checkups.
And use Crest, of course. Crest with Fluoristan, the only toothpaste recognized effective against cavities.
You are now looking at a slice of bread being spread with creamy-style Skippy peanut butter, as only Mary Ellen can spread it there. All right, now, as you look at that, don't want you to leave me, because I want to show you something, believe it or not, that a lot of people like even better. Suppose we were to take some fresh roasted peanuts here, and like Mary Ellen has been doing all evening, and putting them in a nut chopper here. Give a couple more little chugs, will you, please? Mm-hmm. I think that'll do it just fine. Now you find in there some just tiny little golden nuggets of roasted peanuts, and they are colossal. Now, I want to try something here. Suppose we were to take these, now let me try an experiment, do you mind, honey? And we'd sprinkle them over the creamy-style Skippy. Say, how is that, huh?
Ooh, that looks good.
It does look good. All I did that for was to tell you that you can get that and enjoy it anytime you want. You won't have to go through any chopping process either, because the Skippy people do that for you in chunk style. That's done for you up in the factory. Now, chunk style, you see, has sprinkled all through it very generously through the entire jar those golden little nuggets that you saw there, just about like that. So that's already done for you there. Now, of course, either style, whether it's cream or chunky, if you get Skippy, you are getting the peanut butter that stays fresh right down to the last spoonful in the jar. And so I make it very simple again. I want you to know that this is an honest fact.
If you like peanuts, you'll like Skippy.
Rice-A-Roni, the San Francisco treat. Rice-A-Roni, everybody's got the beat. Started out where cable cars play this song. Now tried at home before very long. Rice-A-Roni, the San Francisco treat.
From San Francisco, famous for food, comes Rice-A-Roni, the exciting new side dish. Here at last is a welcome change, a change from potatoes. Now you can serve Rice-A-Roni, a delicious side dish with meat, chicken, or fish. And you make Rice-A-Roni in minutes. Everything's right in the box. A packet of soup base, rice, and vermicelli that you brown in butter. Add the special herb-flavored broth, and in minutes, Rice-A-Roni. Fluffy, fragrant. A wonderful change from potatoes.
Rice Macaroni, the San Francisco treat.
Now, at your favorite grocery store, the most amazing food wrap ever developed, Saran Wrap.
Have you tried Saran Wrap? It really is amazing. Saran Wrap is crystal clear plastic. It keeps everything you wrap in plain sight. And look, Saran Wrap clings like magic. It makes a neat package of anything you wrap, without strings or tape or rubber bands. Foods stay fresh far longer and taste better, too, because the flavor is locked in. Now you can prepare sandwiches for picnics and lunch boxes ahead of time and be sure they'll stay fresh and tasty. You see, Saran Wrap is a wonderful time saver as well as a food saver. Prove it in your own kitchen. Buy a roll of Saran Wrap today and you won't be without it again.
Get Saran Wrap at your grocer's. Saran Wrap is a product of the Dow Chemical Company.
Next week, George and Gracie will be brought to you by Carnation.
Hiya, happy boy. Wish you'd been with me today. We saw a great dog show, some beautiful dogs. There was the handsomest poodle, a real beauty, an international champion. His owner gave me some good advice.
There are many dog foods on the market, but the Carnation Company makes the best. It's called Friskies, and it's quality all the way through.
You should have seen the champion collie. He won everything in sight. The handler told me.
A very important part of this champion's diet is meat. That's why we feed him Friskies. The principal ingredient is lean red horse meat, the best you can buy.
So happy, you're getting real quality, and you're going to get your Friskies right now.
Friskies is prepared to the high standards of Carnation Company and guarantees prime-grade nourishment.
And now, from the popular comic strip Peanuts, here are Charlie Brown and his friend.
Why, thank you, Charlie Brown. Thank you, Charlie Brown. What's the occasion? Has Charlie Brown had another baby sister? No. Ford has new economy twins. So he's passing out chocolate cigars to everyone. Everyone? Yes, everyone.
You bet your boots, everyone. Because it's just like they said. We've got something big to celebrate. And here it is, Ford's Economy Twins for 1960. The economy choice of a lifetime. Oh, I'll bet you've never seen a prettier twosome than this. There's the new size Ford, the Falcon. And next to it, the large economy size Ford, the Fairlane 500. You know, the 60 Fords were featured in the recent issue of Vogue magazine. And when you run your eyes over the elegant good looks of this Fairlane 500, it's sure easy to see why Vogue says Ford means a fashion success. And all this all-new beauty is yours for an all-new price. That's right. This roomier, more luxurious Fairlane 500 is actually priced a whopping $142 less than last year. And as for this pretty Falcon over here, well, just wait till you check its price sticker. It's America's lowest priced six-passenger car. In fact, it's priced up to $124 less than the other compact cars. Look them over in your Ford dealer showroom. Two new Fords, two wonderful new ways to go the finest. Ford's Economy Twins for 1960.
Daddy! Gee, Mom was counting on that Jell-O cake for Johnny's Scout meeting tomorrow. Okay, Daddy. It's so easy to make a cake with Betty Crocker cake mix. I'll make her another one. White cake, devil's food, yellow cake.
It's a good thing her mom's modern. I'm Betty Crocker. With my yellow cake mix, all you do is add water and a couple of fresh eggs. The other ingredients are in the package. Same fine things you'd use right in your own home. You'll get a perfect cake just like this, or write General Mills, Minneapolis, Minnesota, and they'll send your money back. A high cake, a light cake, a better tasting cake.
And don't think it isn't. That's why Betty Crocker herself says,
I guarantee a perfect cake every time you bake, cake after cake after cake.
Schmidt Schmidt's Blue Ribbon Bread gives you 7 ounces of non-fat milk solids in every loaf, the equal of 90 quarts a year if you serve it regularly. Every sandwich you make, every snack, gives you extra milk. For wonderful flavor combined with sound food values, serve Schmidt's Blue Ribbon Bread in the pantry pack.
Hi, chat. I'd be back. We still got a couple minutes on this crumble. Let me take a quick glance and see how we're looking, though. Ooh, we might be able to get it going here early. I think I'm gonna throw everything in there. For those maybe just tuning in, hello, I'm Chef JT. I cook here on Twitch 4 nights a week. Tonight, I'm doing this, I'm thinking I'm going to do this about once a month, and it's the second time I've done one. Chat chose 5 different cans that I had to use to make dinner tonight. And so, we have Spam, we have green enchilada sauce, which is mixed in with the rice. We have carrots that are mixed in with the rice. We have hearts of palm that are mixed in with the salad along with the carrots as well. And we have tart cherries, which are in the oven with a crumble crustless pie. Do some cracked pepper on our salad. And our homemade sorta dressing, something for some flavor on there. Just so everyone knows, chat, this song was listed as instrumental. Oh yeah, now that's some blue cheese there, chat. That there is some blue cheese. Yeah, there we go. Like, that's some funk. And like caverns. Like this one is not very cavernous, but we got a couple of little caves here. There's another. Like, look at that color. Believe it, it's just two beautiful slices. It's just a little accent. If you like blue cheese, I highly suggest you give this a shot. Just know it's either by itself crackers, it is not a crumble. It is like a double cream. It is so soft, but at the same time it has so many cheese crystals and so much beautiful funk. Delicious stuff. So someone was just asking what we ended up with. We have our salad here with hearts of palm, which was one of the cans. Some of the carrots, which was another one of the cans. We have a mixed rice dish with using green enchilada sauce, Korean barbecue spam, which is delicious, by the way, as far as spam is concerned. Carrots, onions, and little parsley on top. And let's see what we got for our crumble here. Just ready to go, just need more time. That needs a bit more time, chat. Sad. So what do you think, chat? A pass on turning this into something edible? Would you try these? Or at least give them a shot? I want to try some of this dressing with the greens and all that. Not my worst dressing. It passes. It's not a high grade, though. Oh, one thing that I noticed during the break, chat, was I kept nibbling at the Spam, and I got some of it with the rice. That Spam is meant to go with, like, rice. Like, they designed it for that. Not a sponsor. I am not sponsored by Spam, Jot. Yeah, that crumble's looking like it might need a minute. Like, I put another 10 minutes on the timer there. But I took photos, so I'm eating some rice. You can taste the enchilada sauce all through the rice. I expected it to give it more color than it did. Yeah, this stuff is designed for rice. This spam. This Korean barbecue spam. So good together. Poor Hans. Hans and Franz. Was that their names? Hans and Franz, here to pump you up. Anyone recall the old Dana Carvey SNL skit? I forget who else it was with. Happy with the hearts of home and the salad. Would have been more happier with hearts of palm if I had either some green olives or maybe some roasted red peppers. I would have much rather done like a cold salad with that, with just some simple ingredients and some. If I don't really have any nice olive oil either, if I had some really nice olive oil. That's what those hearts of palm are like screaming for. Very happy with these, by the way, too. The flavor on these are great compared to some of the other ones I've had. They're very obviously taking into consideration that people would eat them raw. I've had other ones in the can that were just like, I'm supposed to eat this? Camel Nealon. Yeah, that sounds, yep. Oh, not here anymore, unfortunately. I said a couple of streams ago that I was returning to Babylon 5 once again. I'm basically done. I skipped so many of them this time watching it through that were just sort of like one and done stories, and just sort of watched the main story. So now I need something new to watch. Preferably free to watch. Or free with ads to watch. Sorry, Amazon, paying for a service and still giving people ads. And the thing I don't get is they report Prime Video is making all sorts of money. And apparently Twitch is losing. Like, how does this work out bad for them? Like, they've even gone to the point of pushing the processing on the streamers now if you're using the advanced encoding. It's thinking about it, the only thing I can really think that sort of justifies it is people just watch Twitch. They just turn it on and leave it on. It not really getting any color on top. Like, I'm certain it's cooked through. It's bubble up and boiling nice. I might be just having to call it quits on it without getting some nice color on it. Well, chat gave me tart canned cherries. So we have tart cherry crumble that I have added a fair amount of sugar to. I would have liked a little more browning on the oats than we have there. I mean, they have a little light tan to them. There's also dark chocolate in the crumble. So it's dark chocolate, oats, almonds, flour, butter, sugar. So I put sugar with the cherries and heated them up and thickened them up. I allowed them to cool a little bit, added a bit more starch to them so they thickened even more when they were here. And then my crust sunk a bit here. That was a little bit better covered when I threw that in the oven. And yeah, I think that's going to be amazing. It just needs to cool down. Now I have cake and crumble. And cream cheese on Wednesday. Likely, unless chat flips the vote. Chat could flip the vote on the Discord. I have not cut into the cake yet. I'm going to post photos of the cake maybe at like the end of the month. Actually, no, let's put these back away. Let's get the crumble by itself for a couple of photos. Yeah, that's gonna need to cool the setup. And not just the, like, that is... There's enough starch that should pretty much gel. But I do think that's where we're going to call it for tonight. So this is the results of our 5 cans. I think the next time, maybe halfway through, if we get a bunch of gifted subs, we'll do another can. We had someone, I forget who it was, suggest you should do another can. How about we do that? I don't have... Do I have it set up for next month? Yes, I have it set for the 15th next month. So our next Can It Be Delicious is going to be June 15th. In between then and now, I got all sorts of other delicious stuff. I am taking better part of a week off in the early part of next month. Tomorrow night, I'm going to be back here. I'm making my own hot dog buns and making Chicago dogs. So I'm going to be making my own hot dog buns and then stuffing them full of stuff. Got the ingredient challenge on Wednesday. We got chicken noodle soup from the basic chicken. Like, I'm gonna boil a whole chicken noodle soup on next Friday. And I don't have a plan here for next Sunday. We'll have to throw something in there for Sunday. Next Sunday is National Brown Bag It Day. I wonder if that one follows... That one probably follows the date. Brown Bag Day on Sunday... That doesn't... Anyways. Lots of fun stuff coming up. I hope you join me for. This was fun. I enjoy these. We're definitely going to continue doing these. And I hope you come back and join me tomorrow. Have a great night, everyone. Oh, hey, we actually got to go to goodbye screen before we do that. Give the bot a moment to throw a couple of things in chat and give me a moment to see if there's... Oh no. Almost had another ad. We're down to the last 10 seconds. I don't think there's anyone out there I feel like throwing a raid to. I hope you all have an amazing evening. See y'all back here tomorrow. Good night.